if you feel stuck in any way in your social situation or just any situation you just feel a bit stuck in your identity, you don't feel like you could change it. If you wanted to be a completely different person tomorrow, could you do that or not? Because if your answer is no, it's because you haven't done it before. Well, and I don't mean just like fully switching up your personality, being really different in a weird way, but I mean just redefining yourself, recreating who you are, because that's a really like important skill. Some people only do it once, some people will never do it, but I feel like it's so useful to do it because chances are if you're watching this you're not the person you want to be, or you're not your final dream person. So it's like, and if you have become your final dream person, you're gonna get a new dream person, and you've got to be able to change into that person. You've got to be able to identify yourself with that person who can accomplish the things you want to accomplish. So yeah, today I'm going to be telling you how to change your identity publicly, because you can change it inwardly anytime you want, but your outwards identity is going to really like affect you and hold you back. Just you're experiencing every day. So yeah, if your outwards identity doesn't match the inside one, you're not going to be in a good state really. So yeah, basically it's all about sort of easing into a new identity. It's like, but there are like steps to it sort of. So firstly, you really got to picture the person you want to be. Firstly, just picture them as like they're physically in front of you, like all their characteristics, how they're perceived for other people. Then actually, I want you to picture their day by day schedule. Like, what do they do when they wake up? What do they do throughout the entire day? Just go through their day, like step by step, like everything they do in their day. You can write this down. Just list everything they do in their day, and that's the person you're trying to be, basically. And you can list like what kind of thoughts they're having during the day. And what you're going to do is you're just going to slowly align yourself to this. Just if you want to become someone else publicly, you've got to become that other person privately. Because what happens is that their private actions determine their thoughts, and their thoughts determine their public actions, and their public actions determine how they are viewed in the world. So if you want to be viewed like them, you've got to change your private actions to match their private actions, so that your thoughts change to match their thoughts, so that your public actions change to match their public actions, so that then who you are perceived as changes to match who they're perceived as. And this dream person of yours that's how you become them, basically. But yeah, once you've done all this listing out thing and you're slightly easing into it, you might have matched your personal identity to that one. It might take weeks, it might take months if it's your first time, who knows. But yeah, what you're going to do then, if you've got like friends, which just you're not going to be able to change your identity with, of course, changing the way you act. It's going to change your identity with them a bit over time. But what you might have to do is just sort of take a bit of a step back from a friendship. It might be really hard to do this, but if you really just set the intention to, your brain is just subconsciously going to look out for ways to do it. So it's honestly, if you set the intention to do something, you'll find it's much, much easier to do anything, because your brain's just subconsciously looking out for how it can do it anytime, like all the time. So yeah, basically you're just going to set the intention to become the person who is treated like that person and acts like that person in public. It's not about becoming the person who's treated like the person, it's about becoming the person who acts like that person. Because once you act that way, you're going to be treated that way. But if you focus on the treating that way, you might put so much effort towards that you kind of forget about the acting that way, and then you don't actually get the result which you're so focused on. So you've got to focus on the action instead of the result. But yeah, that's it for the video. So have a good day, goodbye, hope this helps you, and see you in the next video.